school, he was a nerd. But he was a fine debater. I think I'd like our first question to come from the college Republicans. So who's designated to ask that for you guys?
So, the person was not here, so we polled a bunch of kids in school, and our question is that how are you guys, given the current national security challenges all over the country, how are you guys going to address those challenges in our state if you guys get into office without infringing on personal sovereignty of our citizens of our state?
So essentially a freedom versus security question.
Yes, sir.
Let's start in reverse direction. We'll start with Philip and
Well, national security is a big issue for me, and not one that we're going to address as much, but in an indirect way, the state does address it. International politics is a system, and for what I believe has been the betterment of the human condition over the past century, America has led that system. And you see the effects when America is able to lead effectively and strongly. You see a growth of free peoples and free markets around the world when America is strong and we project our vision for the future of humanity. Unfortunately, you've seen that wane in the past couple of years under this president. You have a president who doesn't believe in American exceptionalism, who doesn't believe there's anything special about the American way of life. And you see today that America is not safer anywhere in the world than when President Obama took office. If anything, the world has gotten worse because America has stepped back from its ability to lead. So how do we fix that in Texas? How do I fix that in the Texas House of Representatives? Well, it's simple. America just needs to be reminded what we need to lead again, what it takes to be strong. And we can show them that in Texas when we govern according to our East Texas values and our conservative principles. When we have a low tax rate and a reasonable regulatory environment, it keeps the Texas economy strong. You have a state that respects freedom, and that other states pay attention to that. There's a reason that all these businesses are moving from California to Texas and New York to Texas. It's because conservative principles are working here. And we need to make sure they continue to work so that Texas continues to be the beacon for the rest of the country on how to lead with conservative principles, so that this country can be worthy of what I believe its special calling is in this world, to lead the human system and to lead the international system so that we have a future that is bright with free peoples and free markets and peace and prosperity for all of us. So that's what we do here in Texas. We double down on the local level and make sure we're doing everything right so the rest of the country has an example to look to, so the rest of the world can look to us as that shining city on a hill.